dedicated with a passion. Um, but today we have two amazing speakers. I'll tell you guys a little bit about 1 Million Cups. If this is your first time here, like I said, welcome. If this is your second, third time, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, what we do here is just basically just bringing two entrepreneurs to the light, getting them to get to know the community, and then just ask the question, hey, what can we do as a community to help you grow your business? And that's like I said, come in, tell the story, bring them to the light. That's pretty much what it is. We're part of the Southwest region. We're actually one of the newest centers in the Southwest region. Probably the best one, if you ask me, but I might be a little biased. And over the last 2 or 3 years that we've been doing this, we've had 3,835 cups of coffee, which for me, those are 3,835 connections we've done over the time. Um, Although the presentations are great, although this kind of helps a lot, I think the most important part of 1 Million Cups is what happened afterwards. The networking, the connections, when you talk to a stranger, when you say hi to the person next to you if you don't know them, or maybe you do know them and you haven't made like a connection. That's what we do with this. So I would just say silence your phones. Please be mindful of the time of our speakers and just enjoy your time. So I'll introduce our first speaker, guys. Her name is Itzel Gomez. She's the owner of Confeta, and let's give it up for her. Woo! Here you go, and you can just press this way.
Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you for having me here today. I'm so grateful to be able to stand here and speak to you all about my small business, and thank you for that. My name is Itzel Gomez, and I am the owner of Confeta. So, Confeta, I go by it by spreading joy, one sweet at a time. I think I make my pastries with lots of love, and I think flavor is very important in my pastries. So, I just always tell people sometimes, like, I spread joy with one sweet at a time. A little bit about me. I am born and raised from Brownsville, Texas, and I recently graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's in public health this past May in 2025. So yay. I am very passionate about health, wellness, and just got into baking a little. I've always worked out and try to eat healthy and do a lot of good things for myself. And I just love bringing joy through baking and a lot of creativity. So that's just a little bit about me. How I started Confeta. So I lived with my roommates for 4 years, and I also lived with Kaylin for 2 years. And we were always very excited to go to Crumble Cookies every Monday because it was new flavors every week. So we were always so excited to go and try new cookies, and that's what brought us to go to Crumble Cookie every single week. So my favorite flavor was the s'mores, and they wouldn't make it every single week. They would make it, I think, once every 3 months. So I tried to do some at home with my roommates, and they were delicious. And it was funny because my roommates would always be like, hey, when are you gonna make the s'mores cookies? Like, I want more. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll make some. So then I'd make them here and there, and they were just so good. So we would eat them together. And then so I came back home, and my best friend opened her coffee shop, and while people were getting their coffee, many people would be like, hey, where are the pastries, like sometimes it's just good to have a pastry with the coffee. Even me, when I go to get a matcha, like I'm always like, let me get a cookie, let me get something sweet. And so a lot of people were asking about it, and she actually was the one that gave me the idea and was like, hey, maybe you should open something, or you should try to do something. And I was like, wait, like that's a really good idea. Let me get into it. So I did my first pop-up at Musée, and that was a success. I heard a lot of good feedback from people, so I was really happy about that. And I was like, okay, maybe this can become into something more than just a weekly or a weekend thing. And so I kept going to pop-ups, and I kept selling out every single time, which was a very good thing for me, and I felt really happy about that. And then, so now thank God, we've all been getting collabs recently. So I think for the month of October, we're so full with events, which is so good to hear because I started so small and I didn't think this little thing would expand me to where I am now. So I'm so happy about that. And aside from that, I was also inspired by my mom's sister. Her name's Peke, and she bakes anything and everything she can. So in a lot of our family events, gatherings, she would bring her sweet treats from home. So that also really inspired me. I think baking has always ran in our family, and it really inspires me now because I love hearing feedback from people. It feels so good for people to just say like, oh my gosh, your cookies are good, or me selling out every single time really makes me feel so good, and it encourages me to go more. And I'm really excited to see where this can take me in the future. Like I said, I think I've grown really fast. I think I had my first pop-up like 2-3 weeks ago maybe, and I've just grown so much, and I'm just so grateful for that. And so a little bit about the process behind confeta. I usually bake it 24 hours before, so I make the cookie dough all by scratch. And I freeze it because I think freezing the cookie dough makes it even better. So I freeze it for 24 hours and then I bake them with so much love. And I always try to make a very flavorful cookie. And something that makes confeta unique is that every pop-up we have a different flavor. So I've done Fruity Pebbles, I've done cheesecake, I've done Oreos, I've done Lotus, I've done matcha, I've done cinnamon rolls, brownies, I've done all types of things. But every week it's a different flavor because I believe it brings the people coming, right? Like I think if you just have the same flavor every single week, it just gets boring after a while. So I think something that's very unique about us is that we take out a new flavor every single week. So I get to bring more people to come in and try new stuff. So that's what's fun. And I also package everything myself. The designs, I try to do it. My other best friend, Jimena, also helps me a lot with that, so I'm so grateful for that as well. And ingredients, of course, I use very good ingredients. I do healthy cookies as well. So with my healthy cookies, I use almond flour, coconut flour, what else? I'm trying to think. Maple syrup, organic maple syrup, coconut oil as well. So I use a lot of healthy ingredients for my healthy cookies, but for the non-healthy, I just use the regular flour and butter and sugar and stuff like that. But yeah. And my future improvements and goals that I have for Confeta is to eventually open up a website where people are able to order stuff online, because I think sometimes maybe I might be craving something during the weekend and I kind of just don't have time to go to maybe a pop-up, and they can order it online ahead of time. That helps them and that helps me to prep things within the week and kind of see where I stand. I think that would be very beneficial for me as well, because maybe I can just say like, hey, we have pre-orders all this week, and then Saturday, come pick up at the house or come pick up somewhere. But that way it just also gives me a number of like where I stand in my business and how I sell all of that. I also want to expand to coffee shops, maybe sell my cookies there or something. I'm still looking into it. Like I said, I don't have much time doing this yet, but I'm hoping to expand more than where I am now, so I'm so grateful for that. And then we'll, of course, our unique limited edition flavors that we actually have a good one coming up. I'm not going to say it yet, but we have a really good one coming up, and I just hope you guys stay tuned. So my Instagram, I don't know if it'll come out there. Oh yeah, there we go. So my Instagram is confeta_. So if you guys want to follow that and stay tuned for all the flavors we have this week, even the events. We have so many events coming up, and I would love to see all of you all there to support us. And thank you for having me here. And does anyone have any questions? No? Thanks.
You mentioned we have so many collaborations coming up. Can you talk maybe?
Yes, of course. So one of the collaborations we have next week is actually the next gen one. So I also enjoy doing this fun fact, because well, one of my best friends, she's a Pilates instructor, Jimena, and she does events with us also. And then she's the Kaylin's coffee and matcha. So we all like kind of work together. And next weekend we have the Next Gen one. So that one's like a breast cancer awareness that we have going on. And there's several different vendors. I believe Hard Knocks is also involved. And there's other vendors aside from that. So that's a really cool event we have coming up. Another event we had. I'm trying to think. It's because we have so many, I can't even think.
So let me follow up. So what does it mean in a collaboration? Like, hey, I reach out to Ebrich.
Yeah, so the businesses usually reach out to us like, hey, like, do you want to be a part of our event we're hosting, whatever, and we always say yes. So then we go, and usually sometimes we'll do pop-ups here and there. People that reach out to us, if not, we're normally at Muse, but yeah, that's just how the collaborations work.
You create a special cookie for the event?
So I think every week we just try to like think about flavors. That's like one thing that me and Kaylin work together and just try to like figure out like what flavors we're gonna do. I know we've had these flavors made up for like a month now, so we're kind of like, we already know what we're gonna do. So yeah, we're excited for this week's flavor, and I hope you guys go and try it. It's gonna be really good. Yeah.
Can we have a sneak peek of what the flavor will be?
Oh no, I just don't want to ruin it, but it's gonna be really good. That's all I can say. Yeah, you guys, it's on Saturday at Kokoro, so it's next to Juices. So you guys better all go and try the new cookie and coffee. Yeah. Any other questions?
Do you have any more questions?
Do you sell your cookies in a dozen, or you
No, I sell them individually. That's another thing I'm working on, packaging. I want to start selling them more like in a box instead. You know, maybe if I sell like 5, it'll be a little cheaper. Because I do notice that when multiple people go, what if I just start packaging them and...
are you doing a mortar? Do you have a mortar, a location already? Or?
No. We just do pop-ups for now. So we usually just pop up at different locations. Yes, so we're barely like starting. I don't know. I hope one day it leads to something big like that. I'm still waiting, yeah. Yes. Thank you so much.
I know you mentioned about your website, just a food for thought. You ever consider doing like a membership for cookies?
I hadn't thought about that. Honestly, that's a very good idea. I really want to get the website going soon, but the membership would be fun. Definitely something very unique, I think, for people. I mean, like I said, I was very obsessed with Crumble, and now it's funny because I don't even go to Crumble anymore. But I was just so obsessed with Crumble, and that's what got me going to Crumble every single Monday. And like I was excited to see the flavors on Sunday, and it was like, what's next? And they had really good flavors. I mean, their flavors were amazing, so I would keep going every single week. So I think that would be a really good idea for Confeta, maybe a membership for the month, and you get your cookies for the week, and I'll sell them. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, thank you.
This is a great idea. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One is, well, I'll get to that. But first, I know you say you started not so long ago, but if you could give yourself an advice now that you know what you know to the person that just started, what would it be? Or maybe just an advice for someone who's in the same way trying to say, you know what, I'm passionate about cookies, I'm passionate about something. How would you make that jump from a passion to a business?
My biggest advice is like, don't be scared to start something. I know one thing about me, and I would talk to it about my friends all the time, and I would say, I'm just scared, like I'm scared to start it, like what if no one likes it, what if I don't do good, what if I don't succeed? But that's just kind of like, don't be scared to start something you love and you're passionate about. If you're so passionate about it, it's gonna come to you somehow. And I mean, look at me. I mean, I didn't think I'd get this far. I mean, even getting invited to speak here is something huge for me because I didn't think I was gonna get this far with cookies, with baking cookies, because it just sounds funny baking cookies at home. But I didn't think I would get this far. So yeah, I think my biggest advice is like, don't feel like you're gonna fail. Always just be so positive on yourself and just, yeah, push yourself to more. Don't think about failure. Just think about positivity and all this positivity in the world. And yeah.
And I think the second question, this is kind of like a tradition that we do with Morning Cups is, how can we as a community help you as a business owner? What can we do for you?
I mean, I think you guys already helped me enough. Even with your Instagram posts, like I got so many follows. I think even just you all right now, like I'm able to get more likes. And like I said, I'm even telling you guys to go on Saturday to try the new cookies. So I'm hoping to gain more customers like that. And so I think you guys have helped me more than enough. So I'm so I'm so happy that I'm able to be here and talk to you all today about it. And yeah, that's pretty much. And then we'll also the pop-up on Monday. That's a huge help for both of us. So we're actually going to have a pop-up here on Monday. I think the time is 10 to 1. I'm not too sure, but that also gives us a big opportunity to expand more and just try different people as well, because I mean, every location's different people. I mean, honestly, I'm so happy I'm able to meet all of you all today. So I hope I can see you guys Monday as well. I don't know what flavors we're doing yet, but you can just stay tuned on the Instagram. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Let's give it another round of applause, please. That gave me the one that is like, why get McDonald's when you get McDonald's at home? So like I would not go to Crumble if I could make the cookies that she makes. We have one more speaker. Again, we're very excited to have her. I won't make too much. So Caitlin, you want to take it away?
Hello guys, good morning. My name is Kaylin. I am the owner of Coffee. And if you guys don't know what Coffee is, we do pop-ups. So we do coffees, matchas. We don't have a location yet, but so this is how it all started. So first of all, my name is Kaylin Radiaga. I also graduated from UTSA. I have a bachelor's in public health. And well, I came back to Brownsville, and you know, people that usually leave like don't come back, so you would never expect that. So when I came back, I was basically like lost. Like, what I do? I had the dream of becoming dentistry. I did it all. I did all the prereqs, did all the chemistries, all the bios, everything. Came back, didn't want to do that no more. So I was like, what do I do next? So I would just spend all the time in coffee shops, just with friends, just enjoying the time there. So one day, my dad came home and bought us an espresso machine. And literally from there, it just all started. So again, the close friend, Jimena, which she's a Pilates instructor, which comes important later on in this, because not long after, we started doing at pop-ups at Musée, which Shayla's the owner, which is also a local business here. So we started those pop-ups, and then it's super cool that Coffee gets to collab with other people, because we collab with locals as well. So it's local businesses collabing with local businesses, which I think is super cool, because we just help each other out. Like, for example, we have a event on November, and we were talking to her yesterday about it, and she was just saying how she thought of herself, and she was like, this is how I was before, like, this is how I started, and I am so, like, happy for you guys, and I want to help you guys out. So I think that's amazing, like, with Shayla as well, which she is also a local business, so we just help each other out. We bring people to her, she brings people to us, like, it's really about community. And yeah, so that's about the collabs. And then about the pop-ups, it's really cool, because in the pop-ups, people go and they're like, oh my gosh, like, they go with friends, they go with families, like, they're having a good moment, having a good time. So I think I love that. Like, I love connecting with the people and, like, learning about them. And even then, like, them just being there, like, in the moment, like, they're with their friends, they're with their family, they're having a good time, they're enjoying the coffee, they're enjoying the matcha. And I think I really enjoy seeing that, which is also comes next to the experience. So before coffee started, like, Saturday, it was just like a Saturday morning, and now it's like, oh my gosh, like, I look forward to going to coffee. I look forward to going to other local businesses and just having that experience, like, learning about the other locals too, and then, like, learning about, like, each other. So we just help each other out, which I think is really important in this community. So yes, so this is actually some of the pop-ups we've had and collabs and testimonials as well. So actually, that's Alondra right here, and she is the owner of Soul Skin. And she goes to every single pop-up, and we actually had a pop-up with her last weekend. So I think, like I said, I think that's super cool. We had a pop-up with Westlake. We've had a pop-up with Melt as well. So we've done it all, and then the problems we're solving at Coffee. So, like I said, like I've been mentioning at Coffee, we love community. Like we love when people gather. And another thing that we think is very important is the quality. So we've tested it all. We've tested all the espressos. We've tested all the matcha. We've been wanting to just bring the best for you guys. And also because we think it's like, the way it started was that when I was at home, I was just like measuring and measuring. So now I have like the perfect recipe for like each one. So when it comes to you guys, I want to do the same. So we measure from the milk to the syrup to the espresso to the matcha. We measure it all so that everyone can have the same taste. And we think that's very important as well. And also, this is a fun fact, but we source our beans from an RGV business as well. It's called Jitters. So I think that's really cool too. And then, like Itzel mentioned, the creativity. So we do flavors, new flavors every week. So every week we will have a different flavor. I don't even think we've repeated one yet. So ever since we started in about August. We've just been doing new flavors every week, which is also fun because it keeps people coming and like people wanting to try more. Like, oh my gosh, like I wonder how this one's gonna taste. And oh my gosh, this one sounds good. And it's like seasonals too. So that's really fun too. And then what's next for coffee? So we want to keep doing this. We want to keep growing. We want to keep going to new places, seeing new faces. Just being here with you guys, seeing all these new faces brings more to coffee. Also doing collabs, pop-ups. The collab that we're gonna do here on Monday, like it's gonna be so much new people. I am so excited for that. And in the future, we hope to blend our love for wellness and coffee. That would be amazing. Like I said, Jimena, the Pilates instructor. So hopefully that would be such an amazing thing as well. And then this is our little slogan. It's you've had coffee, you've had matcha, now meet coffee. So that's how it's pronounced. And then those are like few fun pictures that we have of clients, of us taking orders. And then, yes, so I just want to thank Million Cups for inviting me to stand here and present today with you guys. And of course, for the community, for my family, for my friends that made it all possible. And for us to hopefully keep growing and hopefully keep making connections with you guys. And yeah, just building a community in general. But yeah, so this is the socials that we have. We have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they're all the same. And then we also have the email as well. But yes, that's it. Thank you so much, guys.
So, do we have any questions for Katie?
I don't want to make the first one again.
What do you charge for your coffee?
We charge, so for pop-ups, we're doing 8 because we do the syrups, the matcha or the coffee, and then we add the cold foam. But we always like to be creative with it, like we said. So, for example, we've had a whole cinnamon roll on top, or we've had a whole s'mores on top. So we do 8 for pop-ups, but for events that we like invite us to, so we've gone to like St. Joe's, St. Mary's, like those we would do like per hour. So just depends on, yeah, the type of event, if it's a pop-up or a collab. But yeah.
How will you end Q4?
Oh, sorry?
How will you end it? How are you going to end Q4?
My business?
Yes, so in the last quarter, how would you end your last quarter of the year? Like, have you seen that difference? Like, have you seen that growth?
Oh yeah. Every pop-up, it's crazy because every pop-up, it's like more people. So it's like if one person comes, the next pop-up, they'll come with a friend. So it just like keeps growing and growing, and every pop-up we've seen more growth, which is like unbelievable because at first we didn't even want to like do this because we were like, I mean, there's already coffee shops, there's already matcha like in other places. Like what is gonna be so, like why would people go with us? So that's why we decided to make something like, create something different, which is gonna like lead for people to keep on coming more and more. But yes.
What has been your most successful
I think actually this last one we had, it was this last week. We did it with Soul Skin. She's also a local business. We did it for 3 hours. So we usually do 2 to 3 hours. That pop-up was 3 hours. It was like we had no breaks, like in between those 3 hours. It was just going and going. And Jimena is the one that helps me with the matcha. So she helps me with the matcha. I'm doing the coffee. And it was just no breaks. We did the flavors. We did a cinnamon toast crunch cereal. So it's also like prepping before, like the whole day. It's like making the cold foam before the event begins, like leaving the cereal in the milk, making the syrups. We make homemade syrups. And that day we did a homemade syrup of a pumpkin pie spice. So yeah, so that was probably our best event yet. And
Now,
hope.
contrast this with your first pop-up. How was it? How different was it? How do you get people in the door? Did you hype it up on social media?
Yes. So again, with Jimena, she is my marketing. She does it all. So she is my marketer as well, and she's just the best. Like she designs the flyers. So if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see all the flyers there, and it's just basically letting you know the flavors we'll have, the hours will be there, and so yeah, comparing the first one to this last one, I think the first one we were definitely still impressed because people did show up. And even though it was mostly just like friends and family, we did have some new faces. Our first customers actually, to this day, they keep going back and back. And so that's really nice. But yeah, I mean, we've just been growing every time, but it's been good every single time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is it a full-time job or is it just a hobby right now?
So right now it's just a hobby. Hopefully one day it will be a full-time shop, but for right now it is just a hobby. Yeah, so I'm also a instructor, but in McAllen, and I just help my parents out as well with their business. Thank you. Pilates, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you.
So, if you, like I said, you already learned this much, you already gone some time with your business.
Mhm.
What is your goal for next year? Like, what is the one thing that you're looking for? Like, okay, now with what I know, I can do this now.
Okay, I think it's definitely collabing with locals. Like I just love collabing with locals and just growing both of our businesses. And I hope to keep doing that. And if one day if I do get a set location, I would still love to keep collabing with people just so we both get like our businesses, just like how the owner of Layered said that she's seeing how she started and she's looking at us like, and she's like, she sees her in us. So hopefully one day like I can do that too for other people.
And then just listening to your question, how can we help? What can we do for you?
Well, like Itzel said, this already helped so much and has gained a lot of people as well. And I think just like by stopping by, like not even purchasing anything, just like seeing how it is, like the community that's there, the people that go. Just last pop-up that we had, it was like a sip and chill. So there was like tables outside, so maybe just like sitting around or even just shopping at the other local business, like, or looking around. Like I think that will definitely be a help for both of us too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys, thank you.
Well, let's give it again for our speakers for the day. I think, by the way, I do want to give a shout out to the team. So my team, we work with the university. If you work with the ECC, can you please raise your hand? Go ahead. This is our team for the ECC, Nelson and Rudy. Rudy will come in to give some announcements right now. But they work for BCAC. Also, I have a new person with the team, so if you guys can raise your hand. So if you haven't been at eReach before, this is kind of a marriage between them and us. We work together, we're like a little team. And this is just a resource for entrepreneurs just like you guys. Either new ones, whatever in your journey you are, we are the resource that you want to just come in and say, this is what Women in Cups is bring you guys to the community, to the resources, so you can ask hey, how can we help? What can we do for you? So I would advise you to kind of talk to us at the end. I also want to give another little shout out to my 1 Million Cups team. So Omar, Grace, Idania, thank you so much for the help that you guys do. We were in a summit and we were talking to some people and they were like, oh, we have a team of 10, 20 collaborators. I'm like, I have 4 and we're doing this. So thank you guys. You guys, your job doesn't go unnoticed. But before I wrap it up, I do want to bring Rudy from BCAC. We do have an event tomorrow. He'll tell you a little bit about it.
Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm Rudy Nojosa with BCIC, marketing specialist. I want to invite you all tomorrow evening to our Space Accelerator launch day. For the past around 8 to 10 weeks, how many startups? Eight startups? Seven startups have been developing their ideas in our program, the Space Accelerator. And this will basically be a culmination. It'll be a pitch competition here at eBridge. And if you've ever been to a pitch competition here at eBridge, you know it's a party. Startup pitches, food, drinks, live music, live DJ. It's really, really cool if you've ever come to like RGB Startup Week, that kind of vibe. It's gonna be really great. It's fun for the whole family. Starts at 5:30. Here at eBridge, so hope to see you here.
It is a party though. I will say there's good drinks and good food. And also it gives you an idea to the talent that we have in the area. So please come in. It will be a great opportunity to network as well. I do want to also mention one of the things that we do as a university is offer courses. And actually these ones are free courses. So it's a business program. I talked to you guys about the Kaufman. So we're having one in Harlingen. We do one here in Brownsville because it's called the Blueprint. We'll get more dates for that. But if you guys know someone, please come to me at the end and I can give you more info. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being here. Thank you to our speakers. It's very inspiring to see just your beginnings. I cannot wait to invite you next year and you tell me how it all went from one year to another. So thank you for coming. I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great one.